Good morning, everybody. This is Liquid Kenobi here, and today we have another article from yesterday, and it's titled Amandla Stenberg confirms the Acolyte is canceled and proceeds to blame a rampage of hyper-conservative bigotry and vitriol, which means she is blaming it on the real Star Wars fans that it failed. I gave it my review on it, and it sucked badly, bro. I mean, they had so much wokeness in there, bro. They made the Jedi look bad. They had these lesbian witches in there. It's like, what in the hell are they doing, man? This is supposed to be for family entertainment, but they did it. They made it for adults. They made it for big, real adults. But you know what, dude? I made my review on it. You watch my Acolyte reviews. You tell me what you guys think. All right? But let's get down to this article. Now, I know that Jeremy Prime and Geeks and Gamers, he talked about this. And, I mean, it's just so bad, bro. It's so bad. Okay. Yeah, I already read that. That's the same thing as the title. So, in the video uploaded to her Instagram stories, Steinberg stated, our Star Wars show has been canceled. I'm going to be transparent and say it's not a huge shock for me. Of course, I live in the bubble of my own reality, but for those who aren't aware, there has been a rampage of vitriol that we have faced since the show was even announced. When it was still just a concept and no one had even seen it, that's when we started experiencing a rampage of hyper-conservative bigotry and vitriol, prejudice, hatred, and hateful language towards us. Next, she said, and you know, this has really affected me when I first got the job because it's just not something, even though I anticipated it happening. It's not something you can fully understand what it feels like until it's happening to you. However, I feel like I've kind of moved through those feelings in various ways, including being vocal about it myself. For me, it just became a situation where there was no option but for me to honor my sense of ethics and my belief system and my value system while being in this very unique position, Stenberg continued. It is kind of like I had this very unique experience of experiencing the world at large, which is, of course, divisive right now through the lens of this very unique opportunity of being in Star Wars. She elaborated. And it brought up a lot for me, a lot social political dynamics, a lot about my own value system and how I respond to that kind of hatred, how I move through the world at large, and it just became inarguably for me at a certain point that in order to continue to be myself, I would have to honor my value system by being vocal, even within the context of working for Disney within the large, massive IP that is Star Wars. Ah, brother. On that topic, I just have to say it has been an incredible honor and dream for me to be in this universe. It still feels, even though, of course, I am very sad about the show being canceled, and I'm sad about us not being able to give people who are vested in it into it more. Because I just feel a lot of levity and joy around the fact that I got to experience it and that people loved it and that people were so responsive. Steinberg stated, I poured through a lot of different iterations of fan art and ship art and fan theories and things that were just so beautiful and filled my heart with joy. And I just want to let these people know out there who supported us in that way and supported us vocally in the face of all the vitriol that we received and the kind of the targeted attack I would say we received by the alt-right, just that you were deeply loved and appreciated. And it made this job all the worthwhile for me. And it made all of the challenging elements of it completely worthwhile for me. Plus my love of sci-fi and fantasy, and being able to be part of the legacy of something that I so deeply value and something that means so much to me and I've looked up for so long. From there, she thanked Lucasfilm. I also just want to say thank you to Lucasfilm for just being a fucking awesome team. They were so wonderful to work with, and just everybody I work with in Lucasfilm, particularly Rain Roberts, my producer, was just had such vision and hope, and I liked such a mission for what we were going to continue bringing into the sci-fi universe, into the Star Wars universe, and it was really brave, beautiful, energizing, life-changing, experiencing to be part of. Next, Steinberg thanked showrunner Leslie Heelan, and I have to thank Leslie, and I just fucking love that bitch. She's just one of the best people in the world. I think she's so incredibly talented and unique, and I love her forever. And I will love this experience with her forever. But at the end of the day, I just want to thank everybody who watched it. Thank you for being so loving and for supportive and excited and nerdy and awesome. And I'll continue to process this for a long time. She then uncontrollably laughing and paraphrase Vice President Kamala Harris. But maybe the last thing I will want to say on this subject is that we all exist in the context in all of which we live. After collecting herself, she added, "But I'm serious. It's not lost on the way that these events have unfolded. It all is also due to the hyper diverse, divisive of the time that we live in that is driven, I would say at this point, by echo chambers of thoughts and algorithms that reinforce our bias. And I think that applies to everybody, but I think in a particular sect of people, it manifests as a lot of fears for what is changing and a lot hatred for what is other. And I would challenge us at all and challenge myself to continue questioning what is that it is that I digest and think critically about what had shapes it. Let's vote, you all. Let's vote. Let's vote. I think that's all I have to say, she concluded. Yeah, Jesus. Steinberg's comments are not surprising back in June, as many Star Wars fans ever even tune into the Acolyte. Steinberg attempted to leverage Juneteenth to attack them with a diss track where she claimed to be the victim of racism. She posted, "Happy Juneteenth, and to those who are flooding me with intolerable racism, since it took me 72 hours on my laptop to make this song and video. You got 72 hours to respond, and I expect choreo, whatever." Yeah, I remember this video. It was just so stupid. She put herself into that situation, not us. From there, Steinberg sings, "I'm going to viral on Twitter again. Open up the news to find something interesting. 20 million views. Interview for 2018 with Trevor the King, and when I was 13. Steinberg was 20 at the time of the interview with Trevor Noah. The song continues, "I was running from the city to speak." Yeah, that's just a theme song of it. Yeah. Now you can watch the video. All you gotta do is just watch this video and you tell me what you guys think, man. It's just so stupid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was just the whole song. I didn't read it because it was just the whole entire song. Furthermore, Lucasfilm has not issued any statements on the why the Acolyte was canceled, but the show had the worst viewership of any Star Wars series in Disney Plus. Nielsen's watch time data revealed that the show's finale only managed to garner 335 million minutes watched. That was less than the two-episode premiere, which brought in 488 million minutes worldwide watched. Nielsen's viewership numbers reflect a significant decline in reviews per episode of the series on IMDb. The first episode reached 26,000 views. The finale only received 11. Not only did the show receive poor viewership, but those who did watch did not like it. The show has 4.1 out of 10, with the popularity 45.8%, of all viewers being 1 out of 10, and the unweighed mean is actually 3.7 out of 10. Yeah, it's talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, talking about all of them, the Mandalorian, yeah. It's like I said, dude, look, Amanda should know better, dude. Amanda knows that this show was made to be woke. It was made for these people. It was made for these it was made for these woke LGBTQ identity politics, diversive nonsense, bro. That's what this show is meant for. I did not like it, and I'm not registered to that nonsense, bro. You know, Amandla Stenberg should have known better. This is not because we were racist. Us Star Wars fans are not racist. The problem is, here's the thing, bro. If there were so many of these people, these so-called Star Wars fans, who liked the show and everything, I like to add, and I ask this question again. Why weren't you at Rotten Tomatoes giving it a 95%? Where were you guys? Where were you guys? You were nowhere to be found. Now you're putting a petition out there to get it continued? Listen. Lucasfilm saw that the show was failing. That's why they canceled. The fans, the true Star Wars fans, don't want this nonsense in there. The Acolyte would have been good if it was entertaining more. If it was perfectly done. Look, they did this based on the Star Wars High Republic series, which had all that nonsense too. That's why the show was not going to be successful. They did this based off the High Republic series. That's why a lot of us knew that this wasn't going to work. Especially when you had Leslie Leland involved. So, I mean, look. It is what it is, bro. If you don't like it, hey, sorry. I feel sorry that you had to live with that. But you know what, girl? If you would have been reading up what has been going on, you would have never tried to do this project. So, that's going to be it for the article. So, if you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this title. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright, you guys. Catch you later. Bye.